We can use Gemini Notebook to create an editable PowerPoint presentation ready to be designed in your favorite tool and with the speaker notes in the speaker area. And although this is something that can be done with the premium version of Gemini Advanced, this can be done without Gemini Advanced, and we will demonstrate that in this video. Assuming that you know how to get files into your Gemini Notebook and you want to synthesize this information, you want to turn it into a PowerPoint. If you have an advanced version, you can use a plain language prompt to create the PowerPoint. You're going to use the advanced coding and plain language prompt in order to create the PPTX. The process is not instantaneous. It does take time to undertake. NotebookLM does come back and ask us if we think everything is okay. We're going to return some instructions and we're going to submit them. So the building process is now complete after about 3 minutes. We can download the presentation to our hard drive. PowerPoint is now available. We can click Enable Editing, and you'll notice now that we do have an edited PowerPoint. We also have the notes available. And if you go to the speaker notes area, the speaker notes are enabled. One of the benefits of doing the PowerPoint in this way is that it is not watermarked. And you'll notice here, we do not have remove watermarks enabled here in NotebookLM. However, if we were to attempt the PowerPoint here inside of NotebookLM by using the slide deck tool, we're going to tell NotebookLM we're going to use the same prompt. However, we are going to add in that we want the speaker notes to be placed in the speaker notes section of the slide. If this can't be done, we want the speaker notes to be excluded. We're going to generate this using the slide deck tool here in NotebookLM, now called Gemini Notebook. Now, a slide deck in NotebookLM does take time to undertake. So we're going to pick this up from the point at which the slide deck is complete. So the process did complete after 11 minutes of creating the slide deck here in NotebookLM. We can click into the slide deck. Now you'll notice here that this slide deck is going to be watermarked. So you will see the NotebookLM logo here on the slide. Depending on your level of account, you can remove the watermark from here in the settings. We can download this presentation, and what we want to do, we want to determine is whether we have our notes. So we want to download this as a PowerPoint. The PowerPoint within NotebookLM does not return a script. Obviously, we can get Gemini to write the script for us, or we can write it in here in this area. Now, if you don't have Gemini Advanced in your NotebookLM account, there is another way to do it and to go about it inside of Gemini. We're going to need to do a little prompt engineering. And so we're going to issue this prompt here. Now, this is an adaptable prompt. So if you want to swap out your topic for the topic that we have here, that's what you can do. The rest of the prompt, you're going to follow as it is. So we're going to copy this entire prompt. Inside of Gemini, what we're going to do is we're going to attach the NotebookLM notebook. So we're going to attach the notebook where our information is. We're then going to paste in the prompt. We're going to make sure to use the highest level analysis that we have in the prompt, and then we'll click enter. We now have our Markdown table. We're now going to copy this to our Google Doc. So our slide presentation so far has 5 slides. We're going to keep that in mind when we write the next prompt. Now in this prompt, we're going to ask for Gemini to write us a script that we're going to place inside a PowerPoint. We want to take the information from our Markdown table, and we want to transfer it into a PPTX file. We're going to enter that same conversation. We're going to grab now the document that we have created. We're going to grab the table, going to insert it. We're now going to paste in our prompt. Gemini will then give you the prompt. You can copy it. We will open a new PowerPoint presentation. We will then click Alt F11. It's going to open up this interface. We are then going to go to Insert. We will then insert a module. We will then paste in our code. We will then click F5 to run the command. We will then view our PowerPoint by clicking the View PowerPoint button. And your slide presentation will then be built. Now, it will not be built with any design. Now, if you know how to design slides in PowerPoint, you can design. However, you do have your content here in the notes area, and you do have your content here in the slides. You will then use your tools here in the design area to design the slide in the way that you want. One thing that you'll notice here is that we did not specify that we did not want citation marks. If you do undertake this at some point in the process, you will want to specify that there should be no citation marks, and you want that to happen at the point at which the extraction is happening from Gemini. So we're going to go back to the extraction point, and we're going to open up the prompt. We'll just head down to the end of the conversation. We're going to add the very same prompt. However, what we're going to do is we're going to say no citation number references or citation text. We're going to go ahead and attach the NotebookLM notebook again, and we will then extract once more another table. We're going to now save our Markdown table. We're going to run the prompt again. We're going to make sure that it does not place any citation references, or citation numbers. We're going to run the exact same table, and we're going to run this inside of Gemini. We're going to attach our table. We will then run the prompt. We then again have our VBA prompt. We're going to copy the code. We're going to go to a new PowerPoint presentation. We're going to click Alt F11, open up the VBA editor. They're going to click Insert. We'll then click Module. We'll then paste in our code. We will then run the application. We can do that by clicking F5. Once we do that, we can then go back to the PowerPoint presentation, and our presentation is now ready. It no longer has citations, and it has our notes in it. What we can now do is we can now design the new PowerPoint presentation. So you can create a fully editable PowerPoint presentation using NotebookLM and include the notes, even if you don't have Gemini Advanced. Okay, so thanks, and I will see you in another video.